What is the percent weight over volume concentration of a solution that contains 200 milliequivalents of magnesium sulfate per liter? Round answer to nearest tenth. Molecular weight of magnesium sulfate is 120. So the question is asking for the percent concentration weight over volume. So that's the same thing as percent strength. And percent strength is equal to some number of grams over 100 milliliters. And whatever this number is in grams is the percent strength. So the first thing you have to do is memorize like what the equation is. Well, I always just memorize this equation. Milliequivalents equal milligram over liters equal times it by the valence, all divided by molecular weight. MW stands for molecular weight. That's an abbreviation I use. And then, so on the question, I already have milliequivalents and I have molecular weight. So I have this and milliequivalents and molecular weight here. And technically I have valence because they tell me I have magnesium sulfate. And I just need to calculate this milligram per liter. So I'm just going to derive this formula. So I just take the molecular weight and multiply that over here. And then divide both sides by the valence. I mean, you could just memorize this equation also, but I always get confused. So I always just memorize this one here, and then I just derive whatever I need to calculate to this side. So when I have this equation here, I just plug in the numbers. Milliequivalents is 200. Times it by the molecular weight, which is also given, 120. All divided by the valence. So magnesium sulfate is MgSO4. And Mg is magnesium's 2 plus and sulfate's 2 minus. So 2 is a valence. And so when I solve for this, 200 times 120 all divided by 2, that equals 12,000 milligrams per liter. And since our percent strength is in grams and milliliters, I'm just going to convert these to grams and milliliters. So 12,000 milligrams is the same thing as 12 grams over 1 liter. Liter, same thing as 1,000 milliliters. See, this is the same thing as this. 12,000 milligrams per liter is the same thing as 12 grams per 1,000 milliliters. I just convert it to these units to make it the same as the percent strength. So now I'm just going to use my ratios here to calculate what the percent strength is. So I got 12 grams per 1,000 milliliters, this number here. And then I'm going to force set this to over 100 milliliters because that's my percent strength. It's over some number of grams over 100 milliliters. So I'm just basically just forcing this same amount to 100 milliliters total volume. So what I normally do is I just see what the conversion factor is. 1,000 divided by 10 equals 100 milliliters. Same thing with this. So 12 divided by the same factor, which is 10, that equals 1.2 grams, which is actually my answer. So the percent strength is 1.2. And that's how I have my answer. And then I don't need to do any special rounding because it's already in the tenth, so I don't need to round it to the nearest tenth. I know people here like to cross cancel instead. So if instead of doing this, I just cross cancel. So 12 times it by 100. Equals this variable, I'll just call it n, times it by 1,000. And then if you solve for that, you should get n equals to 1.2, so you get the same answer. Percent strength is 1.2%. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Thank you.